Here's something else that'll boost your mood. Before the show, I like to pass a microphone around and let the audience sing a song. And the song that they were singing here is Justin Bieber's Yummy.
The scary, untold truth about Ellen DeGeneres. The talk show host Ellen DeGeneres has long been considered a beloved celebrity for her friendly and funny public manners. Actually, if one person springs to mind when it comes to humor, generosity, and encouraging people to be kind to one another, it's her. However, she has been getting some backlash, with many former staffers, guests, and even fellow celebrities claiming that Ellen is anything but an angel. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video to find out the scary, untold truth about Ellen DeGeneres. What happened to DeGeneres? How did it all go so wrong? Behind the scenes, Hollywood insiders and Los Angeles natives who say they've worked with Ellen say that she has a reputation for being rude.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
Number 6. Kevin T. Porter. Some fans have made a shocking connection between one incident in DeGeneres' life and Kevin T. Porter, the person who started the avalanche of accusations on Twitter. Rumors were circulating for years, and the bomb was hiding in a single tweet from podcaster Kevin T. Porter that set into motion the firestorm against Ellen. On March 20th, he wrote, "Right now, we all need a little kindness. You know, like Ellen DeGeneres always talks about. She's also notoriously one of the meanest people alive. Respond to this with the most insane stories you've heard about Ellen being mean, and I'll match everyone with $2 to @LAFoodBank." The reactions were unbelievable. They were swift and brutal. It seemed that everyone had a nasty story about the talk show host, which led to several high-profile journalists taking notice and beginning investigations into the rumors. The drama keeps getting progressively worse as time goes on. So many tweeters commented with their DeGeneres stories that Porter got a bit overwhelmed. After this post gained traction, Porter wrote that it was hard to tell which stories were real or not, so he donated $600 for 300 stories people told him in his replies. It is impossible to verify the accuracy of the stories from the tweets alone, and a request for comment sent to an email listed for Ellen's representative wasn't immediately returned, but here is what some people had to say.
Hey, y'all, the other day I did something super fabulous. I did something that a lot of celebrities do, big celebrities like myself.
Number 5. Twitter replies. One former Ellen's fan attached photographic evidence of the host giving away her hard work. But what happened exactly? That's what she tweeted. When I was 15, The Ellen Show was doing a contest of fans making a bust of her and sending it to her. I worked so hard on this and even wrote her a letter. Weeks later, she used it as a prop in a game and gave it away to a random person with $500 attached to the bottom. Danielle Acevedo, the author of this tweet, also attached pictures of the bust being presented on the show's set, with $500 bills taped to the bottom. Another comedian, Chris Farah, also tweeted the link to her stand-up where she told this story. She said in her tweet that when she was working at a restaurant DeGeneres and her wife, Portia de Rossi, frequented, she served the two of them, but that DeGeneres complained afterwards. She tweeted, "I worked at Real Food Daily, served her and Portia at brunch. She wrote a letter to the owner and complained about my chipped nail polish. Not that it was on her plate, but just that it was on my hand. I had worked till closing the night before, and this was next morn. Almost got me fired." Farah also mentioned that she was previously a fan of Ellen and had watched both her talk show and her sitcom growing up. When my restaurant manager sat me down and asked if I'd served Ellen at brunch, I was actually pumped because I thought maybe she'd want to use me for a bit on her show. I'm an actress and comedian and at that time would have loved a break. But alas, it wasn't that, of course. I was just surprised she'd take the time out of her day to be negative to someone who served her, who was obviously on a lower position than her and also probably an artist of some kind. It was just petty and cruel and short-sighted on her part, and for what? To put out negative and harmful energy to others is toxic. It definitely would be a big disappointment for the comedian. What's wrong with you, Ellen? One TV writer, Benjamin Seaman, listed off 6 stories he'd heard about Ellen. Seaman said that according to his sources, DeGeneres has a sensitive nose and makes people chew gum from a bowl outside her office before talking to her. And if she thinks you smell that day, you have to go home and shower. Another story that Seaman revealed was that a new staff member was told, "Every day she picks someone different to really hate. It's not your fault, just suck it up for the day and she will be mean to someone else the next day." They didn't believe it, but it ended up being entirely true. That's not all his tweets included. He also highlighted the fact that when Ellen is in a bad mood, staff members were highly encouraged by upper management to go into her office and do bits to cheer her up. Seaman said he heard that along with being overly sensitive to jokes involving animals, Ellen refuses to read monologues she doesn't like. She will drop it on the floor and say, "I'm not saying one word of this." He tweeted some random stories he'd heard over the years from people who've worked on the show and can't confirm them as facts, but do these stories come from liars? What do you think? Number 4, Kathy Griffin. Not only her staff members, but celebrities also mention how mean she is. Kathy Griffin, an American comedian and actress, has a long-standing feud with Ellen, along with many other people. But Griffin called out DeGeneres in one of her books, providing obvious clues about her identity and writing that she was mean. "Ellen, this is my experience with you. You have been mean to me. I'm not saying that you are a mean person across the board, but you can't take my story away. It's my experience."
Hey, can we talk about something real quick before I go?
Yes, of course.
All right, so we saw each other this weekend
Right.
at a party, and somehow your wife, Molly, showed everyone your phone. Do you have it with
Yes.
you?
Number 3, Dakota Johnson. The well-known Dakota Johnson was no exception to this trend. The 50 Shades of Grey star called out DeGeneres in front of her guest on the show. Ellen asked why she was not invited to Johnson's birthday party. However, the actress said that she had invited her. Unfortunately, Ellen was the one that didn't attend her birthday celebration. DeGeneres insisted that she didn't receive an invitation, so Johnson asked one of the producers of the talk show to confirm her side of the story. Ellen's show co-executive producer Jonathan Norman sided with Johnson. He said that DeGeneres received an invitation to the party, and this was the only time that the comedian stopped arguing with the actress. Number 2, no eye contact. There are rumors that there was an unspoken rule on set that none of the staff members were allowed to give her eye contact. Imagine how disastrous this rule would have been for the employees. Recently, she did a Zoom call with more than 200 of her staffers after it was revealed that 3 of the show's lead producers had been fired amid her toxic workplace scandal. She said, "I don't know where it started. Please talk to me. Look me in the eye. It's crazy, just not true. I don't know how it started. It's not who I am," as she tried to explain this rumor. Among many claims and accusations that have been thrown at the host this past year was one made by former producer Neil Breed, who claimed that staff was encouraged not to look at her. She went on explaining how she cares about each and every one of her staff members and is grateful for every one of them. "I feel like I've kind of let the ball drop a bit because I'm focused on the show, and I go in and I do the show, and I've just let everybody do their jobs to run different departments." She says that it just became a well-oiled machine, and she thinks that is the problem. Number 1, quarantine backlash. Ellen also received backlash after comparing spending her quarantine time in her lavish home to being in prison. While quarantined due to the global pandemic, Ellen has kept on producing original content from her $27 million California mansion. In her first show from home, she said, "Being in quarantine is like being in jail. It's mostly because I've been wearing the same clothes for 10 days and everyone here is gay." People responded negatively to the clip, given the extravagant circumstances she enjoys during her quarantine. Crew members of the show also say they didn't receive any communication about the status of their working hours, or pay for a whole month during the shutdown caused by the virus. They were also told to expect a 60% pay reduction, despite the show continuing to broadcast from Ellen's home. After all, there has been widespread speculation that the program will be removed from air due to these problems. Should that happen, new reports say that James Corden of The Late Late Show could be tapped to replace Ellen DeGeneres. However, executive producer Andy Lassner tweeted that Ellen's show would continue, pushing back on the Corden reports. Let's see what will happen next. What do you think about Ellen? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on your post notifications so you never miss a video from us. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.